They needed a minister. What happened was some of the older sisters of the congregation, like Sister Reed, Sister Lawson, Sister Tuff, and a few more of the sisters, they decided that they needed a preacher, and they were going to get a preacher. And so they came over and cornered me off and asked me to come and be their preacher.
When I initially heard about it, I wasn't thrilled about it because I enjoyed Westside and had my few friends over there, and I didn't want to come, and neither did the kids want to come over. But I'm looking at it now, I'm just happy that we came over because we have met so many wonderful people over these 30 years, and if we never came over, we would never had the opportunity to meet such a wonderful group of people.
I'm Charlie McClendon, the senior minister here at the Northside Church of Christ, and this is my wife, Ida McClendon. We started working here at the Northside Church of Christ June 3rd, 1973. We were at the Westside Church of Christ, where I served as one of the elders and also one of the associate ministers there for several years. And the way we started was the fact that I had been doing Bible studies on Wednesday nights over at the Northside in the place of the minister for a few years. And of course I quit doing the Bible study and when they needed a minister, what happened was some of the older sisters of the congregation, like Sister Reed, Sister Lawson, Sister Tuff, and a few more of the sisters, they decided that they needed a preacher, and they were going to get a preacher. And so they came over and cornered me off and asked me to come and be their preacher. And of course I told them that I couldn't come to be their preacher because I had to talk with the brothers, and I sent them back to talk to the men of the church, the brethren of the church, and told them to go back and talk with them. And if the brothers wanted me and they come and talk to me, then I'll consider coming and everything. And of course they went back and got on their husbands and all, and they came and met with me, and we met and we talked about the possibility of coming and taking over the ministry here at the Northside congregation. And so I talked with my wife about it, and she was reluctant, and the kids and all. But and I really didn't want to come either, in one sense of the term, because of the fact that I had a good relationship with all of the congregations here in the city. And what happened is I decided, one of the things that caused me to decide to make this decision was the fact that by me having a good relationship with all of the congregations here in the city, and at that particular time, Northside was just starting, and the kids, little kids had little singing groups, and the other groups in town was real good, and they would pick at the kids and everything and make fun of Northside. And I feel as though that what I would do, I could bring about unity among the congregations here in the city by me having a relationship with all the congregations in the city. Because I had preached to all of the congregations, we had visited all the congregations, my wife and the kids and all, and so we decided we would take the work. And of course, I was working a full-time job and 2 part-time jobs at a particular time. And I prayed the prayer that perhaps we would give it a try, and we asked God to help us, to bless us in this, and that we would go as far as we possibly could. And God would let us know when, of course, it was enough. And of course, we prayed about it. The young people, especially young people at the Westside congregation, really didn't want me to go. Many of them got upset, and their fathers were still upset today, and they teased me about that I abandoned them. But we started working here in 1973, and from there, the first thing that we started working on was teaching the church to love one another, and also to be in unity, love and unity. We taught that for about 6 months while we organized the church. We found probably about 150 members, mostly women and children. There was a membership of about 200, but it was about 150 that was coming kind of on a regular basis. And we kind of organized the brothers, started training classes and what have you. And then we from 1973 June up until January, we baptized about 29 people into the church, and but we were teaching on love, we were teaching on unity, and of course we wanted the church to love one another, and we wanted the church to be together. And as a result of that, we were able to pull the church together. At one time, some of the members would ask, could I preach on anything other than love and unity? But I knew that in order to get the church to grow and to develop, the church had to love one another, and they had to be in unity. And of course, my wife here, she can tell her part about coming.
Well, when I initially heard about it, I wasn't thrilled about it because I enjoyed Westside and had a few friends over there, and I didn't want to come, and neither did the kids want to come over. But I'm looking at it now, I'm just happy that we came over because we have met so many wonderful people over these 30 years, and if we never came over, we would never had the opportunity to meet such a wonderful group of people. And
But what about the kids? You
kids,
remember the kids?
The kids wasn't happy campers either, along with their mother. But I was the type person that I try to be encouraging. If he knew I would try not to let him know that I wasn't too thrilled about this move, but I do the best I can in the background. He never knew that I wasn't really. He knew I didn't want to come, but not to the extent that I was. It was a bummer, but I'm glad that I came. And the kids, what was so strange about it, when they didn't want to come, and I think a little while after they got over, they met some boys, and that kind of changed their mind about Northside. So after that, they didn't want to go back to Westside to visit that much. But in the beginning, we wasn't happy campers. And
but it worked out because the church started growing, and in January of 1974, I taught the first person evangelism class, and as a result of that, that year, 1974, we had 129 baptisms, and of course that was kind of unheard of in this modern day, around here.